great evening of entertainment for you. The excitement is building. Just 1 hour from now, 1,000 fans will pack the ballroom for our live finale. As we count it down, we'll take a revealing look at our 3 finalists. Let's get started with Alfonso's Journey to the Ballroom.
I was born in Harlem and moved to Riverdale in the Bronx when I was 5 years old. Growing up, I was always the one kind of doing little plays in the house and singing and dancing and just being silly.
As a child, Alfonso was a very happy child. He was acting from 8 years old.
The role that put me on the map was when I did the Tap Dance Kid on Broadway.
When he did the audition for the Tap Dance Kid, he had 3 auditions, singing, acting, and then dancing. And he was strong in the first 2, but no dancing ability. So they said they'll teach him. They took the whole summer to teach him a couple of steps.
Michael Jackson heard of the tap dance kid that was doing well on Broadway. He was impressed with Alfonso's performance, and from there he got the Pepsi commercial.
From both of those, I ended up doing Silver Spoons, and that just kind of launched it all for me.
As soon as I met Alfonso, I mean, we were just like, 2 peas in a pod. Growing up on the set, working on a sitcom, you don't get to hang around many kids. Well, I was lucky that I had Alfonso because we were best friends and we hung out together.
I think out of all of his jobs and his gigs, Fresh Prince was definitely the most cherished time of his life in terms of work.
It was a love affair. I mean, obviously that character was one that I truly enjoyed playing.
The first time I met Alfonso was at our very first table read for Fresh Prince. When I walked into the room, Alfonso and Will were chasing each other around the room, just playing. It's kind of indicative of how our time was together. We just played constantly.
He's really charismatic, and I think he brings that to a lot of things that he does, and he has a lot of fun with it.
Alfonso will rehearse as long as it takes, because the end product is the most important thing.
I know nothing less than to give everything that I have.
Yes, I could have danced all night. There you go.
I've wanted to be on the show since the very beginning, so I guess we're pretty much close to 10 years at this point now.
Watching Alfonso has been a great joy for me. He's showing America again what the American dream is all about.
If we stay on this, we know we can still win.
Okay, here we go. Let's do it.
All right. We'll stay here. Y'all just cut.
I don't think he's anywhere near his potential at this point. I think he'll break out and go to the moon.
He has to put 100% into everything he does, and I'm proud of him more so than anything else.
I've known Alfonso probably 7, 8 years. Every time Alfonso tees it up, he's looking to win. And I think he's going to do it.
He wants to excel, and he's willing to put in the effort. Whether it's acting, or it's dancing, he's willing to put the time and effort in, and that's the key.
There's some great dancers left. But really, truly, who is the finest dancer? It's Alfonso.
All righty, now, let's hit the floor. We've asked all of our couples to tell us what it's like to dance live in our ballroom as they analyze their favorite routines. Here are Alfonso and Witney.
My favorite dance of the season, I think, was the paso. To turn down for what?
Definitely.
I think that's my favorite.
Powerful.
Cool to dance with 2 girls. Like, how often do you get to dance with 2 girls?
We turned it on.
Yes, you did.
And then you turned it on after you saw what we were doing. We're like, I gotta step it up now.
I gotta step it up. I was like,
It was crazy. I couldn't hear the beat, so I was just a little off at the top.
That's okay, you can't even tell.
The hip-hop and then the strength of the paso, you would never think to put the 2 together.
Right.
Yet, they actually do work together.
And it was a risk that we had to take.
Absolutely. But sometimes that's where magic is made.
The energy in the room was ridiculous. Like, everyone was freaking out.
I've never felt anything like that in all of my career. In all of my career, like that energy.
Even
Not that kind of, not that energy.
You're feeling good.
That energy in the room was so different. It was crazy.
And then little John tweeted us.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
He loved it. But we did it. We pulled it off, and we killed it.
By the way, you did it. I joined you.
I did it. You killed it. Whatever. We did awesome.
That's just one of their favorite dances. Now let's get behind the scenes scoop on the moment in training they considered their biggest turning point.
It's not unusual. It happens every day. No matter what you say.
We had to really try to do everything we could to nail the Carlton. I wanted to give America like everything I can do.
It's not unusual to be mad with
I probably just didn't stretch well enough before, doing the routine, but I gave it my all. And then the move. Wow, that's the move that hurt the groin. There it is. It went from being a slight pull to a real pull. Now it was a real injury that we kind of had to deal with.
The thing for me right now is just going to be getting past this injury.
And then the next week being with the switch up.
I did not like the switch up at all. I really didn't, to be honest. It just like messed up with our whole flow that we had going, like to just go to a different partner. It was like such a bummer. I mean, it's just tough getting fives. I mean, I honestly did the best that I could have done.
That's good. You know that.
That was a tough moment for me.
It's hard to feel like you gave everything.
Can I come in?
And you didn't get back what you felt you deserved.
You did a fantastic job.
I just feel so bad.
She supports me by just always being there. And so I wanted to make sure that you were okay. And, but this is my partner. When I watch you go through something, to see you in pain gives me pain.
How are you?
Good.
Come here, give me a hug. I just was so happy to get back with you. Get going on this journey.
It was like journey part 2.
And we did it. We made it to the finals. We made it to the finals. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
I'll let you stick with the rapping.
We'll be back to get an inside look at the dances from our finalists and see some emotional moments like these.
Are you and Val dating or what?